not even correct. Look at that shit. And we're live now. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to In the Pocket, presented by CrossBonesMMA.com. My name is Eddie Law. That is Nick Pilecki on this beautiful but weird Wednesday afternoon, I guess. Obviously, if you know of the events that are going on right now in California, tiny little update. I'm sorry. I got to do it because I read it. There's been an SUV has been shot up. And supposedly a death suspect. They've killed somebody supposedly. So they found an SUV and they shot it to shit. There was some kind of car chase going on. So I'm not watching the news because I don't want to depress myself. But I got the update on my phone and I couldn't ignore it. So if you haven't seen that and you're up and you want to know about all that, go ahead and hit up CNN.com or something. But I'm not going to because I've been depressed enough since I heard about all that shit. So let's talk about some fun shit like MMA. Now, we didn't do a show last week. We didn't get to talk about Magny versus Gastelum. So let's talk about Magny versus Gastelum. Obviously, Magny pulls off the decision. Some people were saying robbed. I don't buy it. I think Magny dominated the first, not just one, dominated the first 2 rounds, won the third, and then the last 2 Gastelum fight. I said, oh shit, I got to do something. But he couldn't finish the fight. That's how I saw it. I don't see any kind of robbery whatsoever. What did you think of that fight?
Totally agree with you. The first 2 rounds was Magny all the way. That third round, I think he just did enough to win that round. And then the 4th and 5th, you have Gastelum trying to make something happen. Gastelum did rock him at a point too, and I thought he was going to do it. But no, it looked like he was too tired and didn't want to put his foot on the gas right then and there. Good fight. Wasn't the greatest fight, but it was a good fight. And hey, my hat's off to Magny taking this fight short notice and actually taking out Gastelum in a good fight. It wasn't the greatest fight, but it was good.
Yeah, and the way why I enjoyed the fight for the pure reason that, first of all, I called Magny to win, and a lot of people thought I was dumb. Oh wow, hold up! I got a glass with a banana peel in it. 1 second. I need to start checking my background before I start these shows again. Next time I'm just gonna have either a condom hanging off his thing or a giant dildo. I'm just gonna be chilling there. Watch. I'll fuck up. Some chick I have over is gonna bring some toy and I'm gonna freak out. Anyway, moving on. I called Magny winning, but what I enjoyed about the fight, honestly, was the fact that Magny, like I said, dominated the first 2 rounds, and he wasn't supposed to. No one thought he would, right? But dude came and fought, and he handled himself on the feet too. He had hands. Now, what I really enjoyed about Gastelum, dude has developed some striking. Mm-hmm. I mean, his striking has developed leaps and bounds, man, which helps him a lot at 170. But, as far as winners and losers go, Magny wins, obviously gives himself a bit of a boost. What do you do with Magny now?
I don't know, man. The division's kind of big right now. Actually, let me pull up the rankings.
Yeah.
See what's going on with him.
And here's the thing, and we'll talk about the 170 division a little more in a second when we get to UFC Seoul, because we got 2 guys that have moved up from lightweight that fought in that main event. Mm-hmm. And you got to wonder, can they actually fight at 170? And once you get into the top 10, can they actually win? You know? But while you're pulling that up, I'm going to do that too. Right. You got it?
All right. So, yeah, I have Neil Magny's number 10, Gastelum's number 13 now.
Okay.
There's Stephen Wonderboy Thompson above him, Dong-Hyun Kim, Damian Maia, Matt Brown, Carlos Condit, Hendricks. I would give it, if Thompson doesn't have a fight, let him test himself against Thompson, because Thompson's a motherfucker and he will destroy you. If Magny can get past that, mm-hmm. or give him a good fight against Damian Maia, that'd be a good. Just have him climb the ladder a little bit.
Yeah. I have Neil Magny's number 9, right?
Yeah.
Okay, number 9. Gastelum went down to 13. Okay. Yeah, I'll be down with that. What's up?
Yeah. No, we'll talk about the rankings in a second because I just have a problem right now.
Okay.
I saw something.
Caught me off guard a second. Yeah. Anyway. Let's any other fights on card we want to talk about?
Diego versus Ricardo Lamas.
Ricardo Lamas handles the business. Diego does not look good at 145.
No, he looks dead. He didn't look good at all. His striking was bad. He was regular Diego Sanchez out there just tucking down his chin and going for it. and he didn't look any technically. He didn't look good at all. His striking was the same. His takedown defense sucked. His groundwork was good. The transitions on the ground for both of them was beautiful to watch. But I think he should go back up.
Yeah, I think so too. Definitely. And here's the thing: he didn't look that cut to 155 was already kind of rough. What's up, Andy? That cut was kind of rough, but the cut to 145 is for sure kind of pretty hard on him, right? And then he didn't look good. He didn't perform that well, in my opinion. So hopefully he moves back up. But he wanted to be the first one of the few fighters to win fights at three different weight classes or something like that.
Yeah, he wanted that record, and he blew that.
Yeah, well, unless he gets another fight, but I don't know if he will. All right, let's talk about this last weekend. Now this is where we're gonna get a little bit into that welterweight situation again. Main event: Benson Henderson. Obviously, he came up from 155. He fought this one and his last one at 170, and then taking on Jorge Masvidal, also a guy that came up from 155. Fight at 170 now. Fight was kind of like the way I saw it was this. Benson did what Benson Henderson does, including a baller ass move of when Jorge was down, had his fingers down on the ground so he couldn't get kneed. Benson grabbed him, lifted him up, and lit his ass up with some knees. That to me was just like, that is some brilliant fighting right there. Yeah. Because not a lot of, in fact, I don't think anyone does that. I mean, Benson just picked him up, you know. So the way I described the fight was Benson being Benson Henderson, right? Bendo. And Jorge Masvidal doing what Jorge Masvidal does, being slick, having great striking, and not having enough output at all. I always feel like he could have done more. Even in fights he wins, I always feel like he could have done more. He could have done more. He didn't look tired at all at the end of the fight. I feel like he could just, if he pushed a little harder, and he had the ability to, I think he could have won that fight. But yeah, man, I had it for Benson all the way. Even though some people said it was, you could go to Masvidal. I didn't think so. But what'd you think of that fight?
I agree. Like it was a split decision. I don't know how Masvidal won majority, like at least a couple of rounds. I could see him winning one, but other than that, Ben Henderson, even the commentators were saying it, like he knows how to win rounds. He will go there and just win a round. He's very smart, and that's what he does. He doesn't always go for the finish. He'll just beat you up a little bit, and that's exactly what he did. And I really liked the fight. But at the end, I don't know about you, when he's taking off his gloves and throwing them, do you think, I don't know why that popped in my head. I'm like, is he retiring right now? He has his family in the cage, his little one. He's taking off his gloves. Yeah. I was like, the fuck is he doing? I don't know. In my mind, I was like, he's going to retire right now. Watch. He put him down in the cage. I was like, oh, shit, what's going on? And then he's like, I just want to say thank you. I was like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm looking at the rankings. He's now ranked in the welterweight division and the lightweight division.
Benson?
Yeah, he's 15 in welterweight and 11th in lightweight.
Oh, shit, that's true.
So
that can happen? This is getting kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's different. This is the first time I've seen someone ranked in both divisions.
Oh, get the fuck out. Nate Diaz is ranked. Look, I love Nate Diaz. But come the fuck out. We'll talk about the rankings in like next, okay?
Yeah.
This is stupid. But go ahead, sorry.
Maybe he can give him Neil Magny. Give him another shot in welterweight. I think that'd be a very entertaining fight. They fought around the same time. Just let's see how that goes.
Mike Jarvis letting you know, it goes, or Mike Jarvis tweeting over, saying Nick's got to be salivating over Misha versus Betch possible fight.
Is that really a possible fight?
Well, I don't think so, but Betch Correa's talking shit. We'll be talking about. Actually, let's get into that real quick. But you know, Sexyama got fucked, right?
Yes. Oh God. Yes. He I don't understand the judges. I don't know. They were in his home country too, and he still lost the goddamn fight. I don't know how. I don't know what fight they were watching, but he dominated most of those rounds. Mm-hmm. In my opinion. What about you?
I agree.
I don't know. That just threw me off, that whole card. He was doing really good. His striking was good. His defense was good. His takedown defense and takedowns were good. He won the rounds, but I don't see what fight they were looking at. Yeah, he got lit up one or two good times, but he lit him back up right away, instantly. But I don't know.
Yeah, I think he got screwed too. What do you think of the crucifix? I mean, that was a pretty embarrassing way to lose for Dominic Waters. Dong-Hyun Kim gives him a crucifix, and he got fucked up. What'd you say?
I felt bad for him, and it sucks because that's hard for the ref to call because he's moving, he's struggling, he's moving around. It's like, do I stop the fight because he's getting hurt, but he's still trying to defend himself because he's moving, but he can't block. So what do you do in that aspect? And I like what the ref did. He let it go for a little while, even though he's flailing, and then he broke it up. And he got mad, like, why'd you break it up? I was moving. Well, you're getting fucked. So.
At some point, the ref's got to save you because you're not doing anything.
Yeah, and I guarantee his I could have done that for the whole round. Well, yeah, but you would have came out looking like a piece of trash afterwards.
Yeah, no, he there's no way. He had nothing left. It doesn't matter. And as far as the rest of the card here, Leo Kuntz is always going to be a funny name to me. That first fight of the night, Dominique nonstop action-packed steel. Gets a slam over the other Dong-Hyun Kim and knocks him the hell out in the third round. Did you see that? Did you see that slam?
That shit was awesome.
That was great.
That was just awesome.
I felt bad for Kim, but still. All right.
Yeah, that threw me off too because they're calling him Dong-Hyun Kim. I was like, that's not Dong-Hyun Kim. What the fuck?
Yeah, when we were talking about the fight on what show was it? I forgot, some other show. I was like, wait a fucking second, that's two Dong-Hyun Kims? What the hell? And then it's like, oh, it's two of them. That's the same guy. I thought I was like, UFC screwed up like Reebok is. Put him wrong name on guys and shit. That ain't Dong-Hyun Kim. That's some other dude. But no, it turns out it's the right guy. So we're good. But let's talk about Betch versus Misha just real quick. Your dream matchup. Probably stay home with some Vaseline and watch that shit. You know what's funny is yesterday someone described this show as a PC version, and I'm totally screwing that up right now with all this stuff that I'm saying. So whatever. I never said that was perfect. It's all good. Anyway, so Misha versus Betch. Betch has been talking a lot of crap on Twitter. They've been going back and forth, dude. Back and forth. Betch saying that Misha doesn't deserve a title shot, that she should have to fight Betch for it because Betch has only lost to the champ. Meanwhile, Misha's like, hey, why don't you go worry about how you got knocked out in 20 seconds or whatever it was. So Misha got it real good. I don't know how Betch go ahead and come back from any of that talk. But do you care? Do you even care to see that fight?
No, I don't. But is it the fight that makes sense in your opinion? Like, would that be the fight to get a number one contender spot if they're going to save Home for Rousey? Or do you give Home a fight automatically and give her Misha?
I go with that. Give her Misha.
Give her Misha automatically.
Ronda not only should, but needs to be gone for a while.
Yeah.
First of all, let the fans miss her a little bit or not, or forget about her, especially the ones that are shitting on her all the time. But clearly needs a lot of time to get her shit together. At the same time, I think Correia kind of needs to win a fight to earn a fight against Misha being the number one contender. I mean, we can kind of agree that while Ronda's gone, Misha has kind of earned that, right?
Yeah.
So I think Correia needs to go win the fight, and then maybe she gets Misha. Maybe.
But what do you do if Misha somehow beats Home and she's champion? There goes your money fight. There goes.
Well, Misha would
Rousey versus Home again. Yeah.
Look, at this point, go ahead. Sorry.
There goes the money fight. So what do you think Dana and the guys are going to do?
If Misha Tate wins, depending on how she wins, you either get a rematch, right? Home versus Tate. By the way, I'm really sick of rematches. I really am, but whatever. Yeah. You either get a rematch or Rousey comes back, she gets a title shot. I mean, John Jones gets a title shot right away, right?
Yeah, but he's an awkward fight with someone who beat your ass twice, like we have with John Jones in DC right now. It's like, okay, John Jones is gone. DC took his belt. Now we have, say, Misha wins a title. Ron is gone. Misha finally has the belt, but then Ron is going to come back and destroy her. And then there comes Ronda back as the champ and the greatest fighter in the world and shit. Do we really want that, or do we want to wait and feed Home a fight?
First of all, what should happen is Home gets a fight. I think Misha gives her a really hard fight. I don't think it would be easy at all to Home, but I don't think she beats Home. At the same time, guaranteed the UFC wants Ronda back in there, 100%. Guaranteed. You know that, But yeah, you're right. The money fight will be gone if Misha beats her. The money fight's kind of already gone, though. You know what I mean? That huge Rousey Cyborg fight is gone. I find it hilarious that Cyborg was happy that Ronda lost. Because the first thing I saw, I thought was first thing I thought was this. Oh shit, Ronda just got knocked out. Oh shit, the new champion is actually a lot cooler than Ronda, in my opinion. Not cool, but she's a lot nicer. She's nicer. She's like the kind of girl you want to take home to mom, right? She is. And it's like, hey, mom, meet my girlfriend. She's a world champion. She kicks girls' asses for a living, and she goes to church.
She goes to church.
You like her, right? Of course you do. All right. Meanwhile, you bring Ronda home, and your mom thinks she's gonna get you in trouble, drunk, kicked out of bars, she's doing you in the car, all that kind of shit, for sure. Which would actually be my kind of girl, 100%. So I'm just saying. I've never dated the bring home the mom kind of girl at all. You can ask my mom. She hates every single one of my girlfriends. Anyway, except for one. But yeah. Anyway, that's getting into ULI territory. Yeah. Anyway, Correa doing the right thing by calling Misha out. It says Mike. True. Very. Yeah. She's scratching and clawing for relevancy. She needs to call her out. They're not going to give her. I would love to see Correa versus Amanda Nunes though, or Zingano,
or Pena.
All three of those girls, by the way, Merc Correa. Badly. Oh, come on. Who would she beat?
Pena's last fight was not super impressive to me.
Well, the reason I say Pena would beat her, because Pena will get her on her ass and not let her up. And Correa is a brawler.
Yeah, there you go.
She's not a wrestler or a jiu-jitsu. I mean, I don't know how good jiu-jitsu is, but. And then Andrew says Misha won't beat Holly. I agree. She won't. I think it'll be a great, tough-ass fight, but she won't beat her. And then Misha could finally just go home and hang out with Mr. Tate because no one gives a shit anymore. But yeah, Correa's crying. She's scratching and clawing for relevancy. Just as much as Cyborg is, if not a little less actually. Cyborg is not scratching and clawing. Cyborg is shooting the little bat thing. Remember, Batman has a little fucking hook that goes up to the top of the building and he kind of zips himself up. She is shooting a million of those up, trying to stay relevant because it's not fucking working, chick. All right. And then the whole thing with her and Joe Rogan and Tony Hinchcliffe was stupid. That didn't give her any relevancy. I'll tell you right now. People will, because Ronda lost, people are going to care less and less about Cyborg. So yeah. But again, look at that. Ronda Rousey. Well, when was UFC 193? 193. Was that like 3 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago? Yep. Are we still talking about Ronda Rousey? Damn. Exactly. No, it's not a bad. It's not really a bad. It's not a bad thing. I'm just saying.
It's just like that John Jones effect. We were talking about John Jones for weeks, months, and we're still talking about him. We're about to probably talk about him right now.
Speaking of which, I'm kidding. Actually, let's get into something else when we get into John Jones. We will get into John Jones. Who says that line? Fuck. It's a movie. The line goes. I'll just say it right now. You tell me if you recognize the line, okay? But I'm mixing with Reebok. Hey man, Reebok is fucking up. It's a Chris Rock movie. Never mind. You're not gonna have seen it. Chris Rock movies. No one watches those. But it's like Reebok is. Oh no, it's a Dave Chappelle thing. A Dave Chappelle skit from one of his shows. Yeah. He goes.
Chris Rock.
No. Dave Chappelle, because Dave Chappelle fucking talks about fuck. Oh, I'm so glad I have the DVDs. I'm gonna watch them tonight. Fuck that. God, I can't. I apologize for fucking up my Dave Chappelle references. I love Dave Chappelle, and I wish I remembered the fucking line I'm thinking about. Mike says, "Hell no, I am a man. Gave her a hard time with basic striking. Hollywood murk her." You're talking about Misha. Yeah, 100%. No, and again, I don't think Misha beats her. I just think she gives her a little harder time than people think. But Holm still knocks her out. But yeah, Reebok's fucking up. Their latest gem is an Anderson Silva shirt where they replaced Silva with Aldo. So it says Silva on top of the shirt, the Brazilian flag in black and white, and under it, Anderson Aldo, the Spider middleweight. What's your favorite fighter, man? Change his last name. I think gay marriage might have been approved in Brazil.
Fuck Reebok, dude. I don't know what they're gonna do anymore. Should have signed with Nike. I'm telling you, should have fucking signed with Nike. You had the greatest, I would say, sports apparel knocking on some of your fighters' doors with fucking Anderson, with John, with probably knocking on Ronda's door, and they didn't take it. They took, of course, fucking Reebok. God damn it.
Here's the thing, dude. Okay. If Reebok was working with the NFL, NBA, Major League Baseball, big leagues, right? If this shit happened with them, the commissioners of those leagues, what's his name, Manfred, whatever the hell, with Major League Baseball, Adam Silver with the NBA, and Roger Goodell with the NFL, would be raising hell with Reebok. Reebok's fucking up the UFC. Okay, this is a lack of giving a fuck, right? I mean, how many mistakes you got to make before we realize you guys don't care about MMA? You guys don't care about UFC. Like, you guys don't care about anything. You know, it's that. The other thing they did recently was they mixed up Anthony Pettis and Alexander Gustafsson. They called Anthony Pettis the Mauler. God damn it. Yeah. Exactly.
And heads up, guys, this is coming from a guy who's wearing a Reebok shirt right now.
Pay me! Fucking pay me!
He'll make the goddamn t-shirt for you guys.
I'll make the t. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Okay. Look. Share the shit out of this on Twitter, all right? Reebok, I will fix your shit. There will be zero mistakes anymore. You won't be the laughingstock of MMA. You're not going to sell any fight kits, mind you, because your fight kits are awful. Awful.
Need to redo.
The only people that have fight kits are the ones that their grandmothers bought them for birthdays or Christmas, and people that have too much fucking money and burn the hole in their pocket and buy stupid shit, okay? And the ones that they gave away, if any, all right? Oh, and the people that work for Reebok and UFC. That's it. And the fighters. All right. Hire me, assholes. I will fix your shit. You know what? It shouldn't be a big deal. It really shouldn't be a big deal, right?
No.
Glibbert Melendez or whatever it was that they did at first.
Giblet,
whatever it was. Sounded like a goddamn Pokemon. I'm pretty close, right? I'm pretty sure you know.
Yeah. Pokemon? Yeah, you're right.
All right. I'm pretty close. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty close. I played the first game. I'm not gonna fucking lie. But yeah, the Reebok keeps screwing up left and right. It's getting insane. And they got a 6-year contract, which I'm hoping there's an out for the UFC at least, right? So we got that. We got the misspellings. We got the Ireland debacle with that shirt. That was offensive as all hell for people in Ireland. And
I don't know, dude. I like the kits and I don't like the kits. First of all, the thing I don't like about the kits is the names are down the side of the back. I don't like that. The whole country thing, okay, cool, they can have it. But like they advertise it, they're like, oh, the fighters are going to be able to make their kits. They're going to be able to personalize it for them. It's going to look strictly for them. No, they look exactly the goddamn same.
Yep.
Except the name's different on the back.
And apparently, Ireland, you cannot claim Conor McGregor anymore. Conor McGregor is now officially American. If you looked at the Conor McGregor kit, there's a giant American flag. Not giant, but there's a big American flag right on the side. It says USA on it. Because
he lives in Vegas.
So he's American. Sorry, Irish. We're taking all your good shit. Please send your hottest women ASAP. So that's kind of what it is at this point. So yeah, Reebok's a joke, and I'm hoping there's an out somewhere for the UFC to get out and go do, but I don't know.
I'd rather sign with Adidas right now.
That'd be way better. But here's the thing. Let's look at it a different way. If Reebok was the best option the UFC had, where was Nike? Where was Under Armour? What does that tell you? That to me, it seems like those big companies aren't convinced that they're going to make any money with MMA. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping what we see is the UFC go back to the sponsorships. Well, maybe put in a few rules if you want to. You know what I mean? Like a UFC, maybe like a UFC uniform, UFC designed uniform with sponsor shit all over it. Fine. Okay. Kind of like a NASCAR thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That to me, I'd be great. I'd be okay with that. Right. You got to, and then you just pay the fighter a sponsorship and you get your logo somewhere on the shirt or whatever. But
or just let them fucking make their goddamn shirts. Like it would be a lot.
Oh, fuck.
What?
Adidas owns Reebok.
God damn it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They also screwed up Machida's shirt. There's a Leota Machida shirt with Leotas on it. His date of birth is, I think, either May or March 30th. I'm bullshitting. I don't fucking know. But they put it as December 30th. Let me find out exactly what his birthday is. But yeah, they screwed up Machida's shirt too. So it's all ridiculous, man. But yeah, apparently Adidas owns Reebok, so we're fucked on that. Nike, where are you? Nike sponsored John Jones. Nike sponsored, I'm pretty
Anderson?
sure, two of the biggest stars in the MMA. In MMA. All right, you can help them out. You can help us out. Come on. All right.
You know how excited I was when Anderson got signed by Nike? It was insane. I bought 2 of the shirts automatically.
Really?
I have one that's going to be framed. Nike makes the best shit, hands down.
Yeah, Leona Machida, April 30th, 1978. They have him as I think December 30th.
Dumbass.
So they can't little details. Reebok, hire me.
Shit up.
Hire me. I will fix your shit. All right. In fact, pay me enough, and I won't even cuss anymore. How's that? Anyway.
Bullshit.
Bullshit. I'll be cussing my ass off after work for sure. I'll walk out of that place like, yeah, I fixed all these fucking shirts, and the only one I fucked up on purpose was Misha Tate's. I put a giant dick on the back of that one. I don't give a fuck. I'm kidding. Misha Tate's not that bad. She's just kind of a cunt. Yeah, this is turning into keyboard warriors real fast. Anyway, all right, moving on, man. We talk about John Jones. Let's talk about John Jones.
Let's talk about John Jones.
Well, specifically Daniel Cormier. Daniel Cormier don't want to fight in New York, and he thinks that he because he's a champ, he should get to decide that where and when the fight should take place. And he said he's given the UFC a couple of days to get in mind, or that he would be okay with fighting in. And those dates do not include that April date in Madison Square Garden, which, by the way, MMA is not even legal in New York yet. And the guy that got arrested for being a corrupt asshole and keeping MMA out of New York, I think was just convicted, wasn't he? Like a little while ago.
Yep.
So I mean, there's a possibility, but DC don't want that fight in New York, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does he have a point? Should he be able to choose?
Yes and no. GSP had little things of picking of where he wanted to fight, but he won multiple fights back to back, and he earned that shit. Not you, DC. And it's fine. If he doesn't want to fight in New York, that's fine. It's whatever. But he doesn't get to pick. The boss gets to pick. You don't want to fight there? Fine. We'll take half your purse of your next fight. They can do whatever they want. You're in a contract, dude. Just take the fight. Fight in New York. Prove that you're the quote-unquote best person and you could beat John Jones and beat him in his home state. That should be motivation. Like, yes, fuck yeah, I want to fight in New York so I can beat him in his home state. That should be motivation. If you lose to him in his home state, fine. It's fine. Leave. Go back to your home and cry yourself to sleep. But imagine if he beat John Jones in New York.
Ooh, he'd have to get the hell out of Dodge.
That shit would be insane. But no, you have no right to pick. I'm sorry. I like you, DC, but you have no right to pick. Yeah, and the reason he explained that, his explanation for being able to pick where the fight goes is apparently John Jones, when he was slated to fight Alexander Gustafsson, they wanted that fight in Sweden. Sorry, Sweden. My bad. Sorry, Andy. I know you're watching. Sweden. He wanted that fight in Sweden, and the UFC wanted that fight in Sweden, and John Jones said, "No, I'm the champ. I'm not. I get to pick where I fight." Mm-hmm. So the feeling is DC shouldn't be able to pick whatever, but I think if you throw enough money at DC, he'll fight in New York. Don't matter. Hell yeah.
But yeah. The thing that's weird, John Jones calling him a coward because he won't fight in New York. John Jones, just shut up. He should understand why that is.
What a coward. Really? Well, speaking of John, did you watch the interview with your favorite journalist ever?
Yeah. Okay, journalist. Go ahead. Sorry.
What did you think about it? Because my script on John Jones might have flipped on that. That interview.
I am hoping he's being sincere. I'm hoping he's being honest in that interview. Something tells me he's not, but I'm kind of suspending that, right? I'm suspending that disbelief in him and hoping that he's actually being honest, that he's changed and he's learned from all these things and all that. And I don't know. Time's going to tell. Time will tell. The one thing is refreshing about him now is that he's not trying to be fake anymore, it seems. Yeah. He's talking the way he's talking. You never heard him cuss in interviews. But those interviews on ESPN and all that he did, not a cuss word. In between interviews, calling DC a pussy and all that stuff, that's the real John Jones. He was throwing out a couple cuss words here and there at Helwani. He's being honest about the UFC, the fact that they threw that whole event on him when he pulled out of the fight and against Chael. Yeah. He wouldn't accept the fight against Chael the first time. And then he said the UFC bent him over repeatedly, basically throwing stuff on him. Says that the UFC, that he thinks that the UFC would not have stripped him had he agreed to fight Rumble.
Yeah.
Right. He said that UFC came right out the next day, I think a day or two later, saying no, it's bull. But they said the UFC says that they agreed that they decided to strip him before that. So it's whatever, they got to do that kind of stuff. But yeah. I'm hoping he's being honest. I really am.
Yeah.
I don't mind rooting for an asshole if it's an honest asshole.
Yeah, exactly. Like you have to be like the Nick Diaz brothers. Just know, I'm an asshole. I'm gonna flick you off. I'm gonna fight you. But the one thing about John Jones that I did like in the interview was he brought up the Gus fight. And he's like, yeah, I didn't train. I partied. I smoked weed during that whole camp. I got drunk and I partied the night before the fight. And that was the worst I ever been. And I still somehow won that fight. And he's like, he knows he probably shouldn't have won that fight, but he still won. And that was it. That was the point that I was like, okay, all right, John, I might be on your side right now. I still hate you, but keep doing this. Just keep fucking doing this. Because if he keeps doing this and is not fake, like you said, I'm down. I'll be a John Jones fan again.
I hope he's not being bullshit.
But I guarantee his ass will fuck up one more time.
Yeah.
One more time.
Yeah, probably. I think DC's gonna get rocked hard. Andrew tweeting over Bisping, who will get battered by Gegard.
Yes.
Yep. Yes, he will. And it's gonna be sad to watch. I like Bisping. I know Andy doesn't like him. I like Bisping because he's honest with his shit talk. Something about honesty is what I appreciate in assholes, right? And like people like Conor McGregor and Bisping and all them. Chael not so much, but Bisping for sure. He'll talk all that shit and it's funny and he actually believes what he's saying, which I appreciate and that kind of stuff. So, it sucks, man. And I think if he gets beat hard enough, I think it'll be his last fight. And he's gonna get his butt kicked at home, which is the saddest part of all, without ever getting a title shot in the UFC. And that'll be it. So, sucks. All right, moving on here. UFC rankings. What was your beef?
I don't have beef with it right now. They look pretty decent, but just thinking about some future matchups, do you think Henry Cejudo versus DJ is next?
Hope not.
Why not?
But who would you throw? Because Cejudo's gonna get murdered.
Yeah.
Cejudo will get murked by DJ. Andy's gonna back me up on this. DJ will destroy Cejudo. And if DJ goes all out, the fight lasts 3 rounds. If DJ does what he does with coast, kind of for the first 2 rounds, 3 rounds, and then put the hammer down, that it'll go decision and DJ will win unanimous, no problem. But DJ wins.
Okay, I can see that.
What do you think?
I can see that, but I think Cejudo will be one of his toughest fights because his past fights, he had a tough fight against Dotson, but in the second fight, completely destroyed him. Same with Benavidez, completely destroyed him. So I think there will be a tough fight for him, but I do think he'll get the win there.
Yo, real quick, I don't know if this is true or not, but someone just tweeted this out, not to us, but just out.
Yeah,
Donald Cerrone is cleared to use IVs, but RDS isn't happy about it. But I didn't know Donald Cerrone could use IVs.
See, I have a problem with that shit, IV shit. Like, I don't care. They can use it. It just them staying hydrated. You test them before, you test them after their IV. That's it. That's all you have to do. They're trying to stay healthy. They're trying to keep their body alive, basically. They're trying not to go to the hospital and pull out of your fight. Let them do it. Yeah. Just test them afterwards.
By the way, college football fans, breaking fucking news. Mark Rich, former Georgia coach, now with the U, baby. Yeah. New Miami coach. Where my beanie at? Hold up. I got my new gear today. Hold up. Yep, this is it right here. The U. The U has made it to in the pocket. Yes, sir. Anyway, so fucking sorry, I just saw a tweet and I get excited about it. Andrew tweets over, nobody in that division beats Mighty Mouse. 100%. He's right. He's right. Okay. By the way, if you guys it's probably still on right now live. So if you're not watching that, thank you. You're watching this. You're watching both of us. Great. Appreciate that too. If you're not watching this because you're watching DJ and Joe Rogan talking live right now, Totally get it. I'm gonna watch it in the morning.
He's on right now.
With Joe Rogan. You're about to come back watch it. You're gonna be like, oh, I gotta go.
I gotta go later.
Yeah. See ya. He's off right now. Andrew says if they were trying to be healthy, they would cut properly, not rely on IV. 100% as well. I agree with that. It's just some people aren't that good at cutting weight. And bodies are different. Bodies are different. But I agree. If you were able to get scientific about it, you wouldn't really need an IV to rehydrate. But some people just don't want to put in that kind of work, I guess.
Yeah.
Real quick, one more tweet here from Andrew. Bisping is from Manchester. No one from Manchester deserves support.
That's fucked up.
I don't know anything about Manchester. I literally know nothing about Manchester, so I'll take his word for it. But yeah, what were you saying right now? Sorry.
All right, so since we're on rankings, you do your top 5 pound for pound as of now.
My top 5 pound for pound?
Yeah.
Number 1, Jose Aldo.
Bullshit.
No, talk about sorry. Number 1, Demetrius Johnson.
Okay.
Number 2, Jose Aldo. I hate to do it. Number 3, John Jones. Number 4 is going to be Chris Weidman. And this is where it gets rough. My number 5 pick is in between. For me, it's in between Robbie. People are gonna hate me for this one. I don't want to say Verdun. I was gonna say Kane.
You're stupid. You're stupid.
I'm not gonna say it. Or I'm not convinced TJ Dillashaw's even a top. I think for me, Dillashaw would be like number 6 or 7 or 8.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Robbie Lawler's my number 5.
Okay.
So yeah, DJ, Jose, Jones, Weidman, and Lawler. Who's your 5?
I have DJ. Fucking hurts to say it. Weidman. Aldo. Lawler. See, the 4th one, I don't want to put John Jones on that shit, but it's going to be John Jones. I don't want to put John Jones there, but what's crazy, Ronda's off my list. She was up there. Yeah. But when she got destroyed like that, now she's off. Destroyed. Yep. So. By
the way, this pound for pound list is stupid because every time when John Jones beats DC in their next fight, he's all of a sudden going to be number 1 pound for pound. Watch. But go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's exactly what's going to have. Andrew says DJ, Aldo, RDA, Lawler, Verdun.
Weidman, not Verdun.
Oh, I thought I saw Weidman. It scrolled away.
DJ, Aldo, RDA, Lawler, Weidman.
Weidman's getting destroyed on the 12th.
I don't know. I don't think he's getting destroyed. I think he's going to get out. I think he's going to get beat. You just hate Weidman because he beat Anderson.
No, I think he's going to get caught in like 3rd. I think Rockhold's going to be that guy. And I hope he's that guy because I do like Rockhold. Yeah.
Well, screw it. Let's end this show talking about this next weekend because this weekend we got Bellator on Friday. I believe there's I think Mike told me there's Cage Muay Thai at some point this weekend. I think Saturday. And no World Series of Fighting. I can't think of anybody else. So let's talk real quick about next weekend. Paige Van Zandt, Rosemary Majunas on that Thursday. It's gonna be cool. Fight Pass. We're working on a kind of a fight companion, ladies and gentlemen. So we'll keep you updated on that. And then of course Frankie Edgar against Chad Mendes on that Friday on Fox Sports 1 for free. And then UFC 194 Aldo with McGregor. Let's go on that UFC 194 card real quick and just do our picks for the main card. Okay, make them quick because we got to go. Okay. Max Holloway, Jeremy Stevens. Max Holloway.
Don't ask why. Don't ask why.
Why? Not gonna ask. You can't tell me not to ask.
No, you can't. Just no. There's no asking why. You said quick, so I said it.
Dick. All right. All right. I'm taking Holloway. Damian Maia was Gunnar Nelson.
Maya
as well. This is a baller fight. Jacare against Joel Romero.
Jacare
all the way. All right. Weidman versus
Rockhold.
Taking Rockhold as well. And Conor versus
Aldo.
Me too. All right. So the one that we got is the Holloway Stevens fight. All right. That's going to do it for us, ladies and gentlemen. I got to run and get to the gym ASAP because the midget is coming over and I got to – and I don't even know if I'm doing the football show tonight. I got to talk to Mike. I might hold off on that this weekend. I'm not sure. It's been a rough day today. But anyway, it's going to do it for me. Nick Pilecki's in the middle. Are you done with finals?
No, I have one more Monday, but after that, I'm done.
All right. Wish Nick Pilecki luck on his finals. He's in school, trying to get educated, trying to get his degree and shit, and trying to make himself better, which is always great. All right. Anybody that's trying to better themselves, all support. All right. Thanks, Andy, for watching. Thanks, Mike, for watching. Thanks, anyone who's watching this. Go finish watching Rogan and DJ. I'm going to be watching in the morning, so I'm not, I can hold off, so all good. And, yeah, follow me at Elaw.31. Follow Nick at NickXMicro. The page is at CrossBonesMMA. You can hit the subscribe button somewhere down here, get all our shit automatically. And the website gets all the stuff pretty much as soon as I can post it on CrossBonesMMA.com. So, again, for myself and Nick, see you guys later. Have a good afternoon. Have a good night. And hug your families, kiss your kids, and pet your pets. All right? Later.